So, again, let me, unless you know the answer, let me go around the room and ask you clowns. Being that the Miami Heat surprised everyone, that fourth quarter yesterday, shocking.
I mean, it was back and forth.
And you know what? There's a part of me that did feel like if there were a fifth quarter, Denver would have won. Like, Denver's always just coming back. They were on the comeback, and they just ran out of time. You know, like.
No timeout, went for it.
There was an NFL player that said that once. They never lost. They just ran out of time. That's like who said that? Was that like a Mahomes line or something? I didn't lose. I just ran out of time. I think Denver just sort of ran out of time. What do you think the point spread is in Vegas for Game 3 in Miami? It's tied 1-1. Heat's at home, but the favorite for the series is Denver. What do you think Vegas has it at?
Heat by 3.
What do you think? What do you think, Danny?
It's close. I'm going to say Heat by 1.5.
Fanley?
5 3/4.
5 3/4? 3 3/4 stars. Can I guess?
Yeah. Nuggies by 3.
Nuggies by 3.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You knew that.
I heard you say it.
Oh,
You're the clown.
I didn't know if you were in the room when I said
I was here.
So Nuggets road favorites. So if you believe in Jimmy Buckets, maybe money line the Heat, but people think that the Nuggets are still in control of the series.
You hear that, Miami? Miami, you're listening right now. Vegas doesn't have faith in you.
Yeah, Vegas
has
you
home court advantage.
They have you as a home dog in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, that was a big time win by Miami. You know, when you could still win and Jokic has 41 and you win away, you take one there, that's a big, big win. Now, Jokic didn't have as many assists. That was the difference, too. Big part of the difference there. But another takeaway I had was just how funny the sports media is when talking about this stuff, though, because leading up to yesterday's game, you would have thought the Heat had zero chance in the world.
0.0.
0.0. All of a sudden, it's like, now they got a total chance, which I get it, they do. But leading up to that yesterday, no one thought they had a chance. No one thought it. No one said it.
At least here on
the
COVINO
whole
Rich.
narrative changed.
At least here on our show, we're honest
0.
with you.
Yeah, we do.
We're honest.
We at least don't need jerk react.
No.
Even
try
after
not to anyway.
No, try not to. Even after a blowout, we're like, okay, it doesn't mean the series is over.
0.
Did it look that way? Yes. Did I still think that the Heat could turn one around and get a nice win? Yeah.
You know what, Covino, I do think
they changed everybody's narrative in just one game, and they only won by 3.
Yeah, but I do think, though, that based on what we watched, right? Not that, it's proven that Miami can hang. I think what we saw was the thing Miami needed to do to have a chance, right? Because you weren't going to go down 0-2 and then win.
They needed to hit some
4.
You
weren't then going to win 4 out of the next 5 games against the Nuggets. Just reality was you weren't going to win 4 out of 5 against the Nuggets when they had a couple home games left.
It's almost comical, Rich, now to see the reaction of these talking heads on TV. Again, whose narrative changed completely. I mean, the Heat forced the narrative change, but it's almost as if they didn't act like they had no shot leading up to that game.
Yeah, but that was a big one because you tied up now. You tied up now. It's a new series, best of 5, with home court essentially being Miami in a 5-game series.
And again, I'm speaking in memes, and I'm very fluent in memes, but I saw this one, and it's so true. It puts it in perspective. The Miami Heat are doing what AD and LeBron couldn't do and what KD and Booker couldn't do. So it goes to show you the level in which they're playing right now.
Well, and I feel like they out-energized the Nuggies yesterday. They really did. Like the loose balls, the 50-50 balls, they were on the floor.
Or some people were saying attitude.
Yes,
right?
they definitely. I saw way more energy. That's something that I wish that my Lakers could have done a better job at, running up and down the court on every possession. And what really stood out to me after game 1, a lot of the shooters for the Heat, I think the stat was they were 2 for 26. Knew that was going to happen again in game 2. Look at what Duncan Robinson did in last night's game. He was balling.
Yeah, and especially
10 points in mean mugging.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially down the stretch. And Danny, I'll give Danny props. You know, we're like I said, we're honest. We're not changing our narrative and our tune. Danny did say after game 1, he said, Miami shot so terrible. Especially their bench and their, they can't do worse. So we expected a closer game. And again, it was almost a double-digit Vegas favorite for the Nuggets at home. And hey, Miami came out to play, and it's good for.
I think it just reminds everybody that the Nuggets are beatable, and Miami could beat them if they play the right way and they can contain the passing of a Jokic.
But if anything, can we all agree that it just made it way more exciting for not only you and me, but everyone listening, everyone watching?
Feels like a series
that,
now.
You know, if it was 2-0, it'd be like, wah, wah. 1-1, you're like, ooh, Miami has some life. It does create a whole new feel for the NBA Finals where even if Miami loses Game 3, you're like, oh, if they win Game 4, it'll be 2-2. It changed everything. So when Denver was coming back at the very end, I was watching the clock like, come on, run out. Like everyone wanted Miami to win. Unless you're a diehard Nuggets fan, just for the good of the series, everyone should be like, come on, Miami.
You're right about that fifth quarter, too, if there was one, because what did the Nuggets do? And we've talked about this the entire playoffs. They'll be trailing by...
You texted me.
Yeah.
They were down by 12. You blinked, and they were down by 6. It was like, well, how did that happen?
In a minute of game clock time, they turn it around like that.
Yeah, they were down double digits with like 3-4 minutes left, and I said to myself, like, well, with the Nuggets, that's not safe.
And I hate to be the guy that brings it up, but you got to wait till Wednesday now? That seems like... It seems like the weakest. No, it really does.
A long time.
And we pointed this out last time, but they're really stretching it out.
Yeah,
it seems way too long.
Like
struggling.
It's like when they realize. You remember like back in the day when Idol and Bachelor and some of those network shows realized they were just getting ratings, so they'd have like 2 episodes a week and 3 hours each, and you're like, no, I'm not dedicating 6 hours of my week to the Bachelor. I feel like the NBA Finals, you don't need to stretch it out. We're into it. Every other day. Don't do this, Wednesday and then the weekend?
Tomorrow would have been okay. Tomorrow would have been nice.
Yeah.
Wednesday now? Give me a break.
Well, we got Wednesday plans now, I guess, right? Do you guys want to watch maybe, Danny? Maybe we'll watch Wednesday?
Hey,
we should.
Wednesday, yeah, let's do it. Let's get together.
Get some wings?
Let's get some wingies.
Wingies?
And some nuggies.
Oh,
nuggies. Boneless nuggies.
Oh.